Hello everyone, welcome back to Rome 2 here. This is House Julia, the next generation, and we're still dealing with those revolting buggers. These guys over here, as you can see. So we're closing in on them. We've taken Hadasht back, which is what we want, and we're closing in on these areas as well. Now, if I remember rightly, they're not happy with... Yes, so we've broken a treaty with Libya because they were not happy with the treaty with Libya. We will take Libya away from Libya eventually, but at the moment we've got these guys over here securing Alexandria to make sure the Persians don't make a run up from Jerusalem, even though Libya's now taken Jerusalem. And we're still going to have problems down here because we've got Ptolemy's Theron to deal with, as well as Aksum and these areas here, courtesy of the Armenians. So I really need to deal with the separatists first. They do have this little outcropping here that I don't really have any troops nearby. Now, because they're a client state, I can probably move through them, but to get some troops up there, I will have to take them from Rome and also from here. But I'm hesitant to take them from Rome because that would leave Rome unprotected. So, yeah, that's really a situation I want to try and avoid if I can. It would be nice to be able to get them into Pergamon. Maybe land them here. But then we'd have to sort of take Ephesus as well. I mean, we're still at war with the Athenians, so it's not bad in that regard. That's what worries me, you know, things like that. And things like that, which is why I don't really want to bring a force down there yet. So it's kind of a delicate balance at the moment, and it's just a matter of trying to find the right sort of balance in that regard to essentially maximum gain with minimum risk, really, is what we're looking at here. Now, but the issue relating to these guys still has to be dealt with. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to end the turn. Oh, we got some skills, of course. So let's get these guys skilled up and good to go. So it's the army that needs some skilling up. We'll give him one authority for the bits and bobs there. And here we go. A nice trait, so give him a warrior trait. That's a good combo there. Any more for any more? Nope. Oh, we do have unassigned skills. I thought I got them all. Oh, here we go. So here's another unassigned skill, both for these guys. Formidable fighters. Let's go for formidable fighters. And then we'll give this guy a strategist option. What can we do here? Melee attack, that's nice. I like that. Let's end the turn. Don't worry about the provinces for the moment. So, generally speaking, we're not looking too shabby. We don't have to worry about the Caledonians too much. They're still up there up north, which reminds me. I need to go and check. Because if I remember rightly, we've got to take Calamodunum back. Because they did land and essentially take it back off us. So, we're going to have to deal with that. The Athenians, obviously we don't have any issues with them going around our area, our empire. Now obviously these guys are problematical. Those are probably the biggest problems that we've got on the map at the moment, with respect to the size of their armies and the amount of the size of their empire, really. There you go, there's some more loyalists moving out, moving over to Athens. And some of them still over there.
Why people
I get stuffed. I'm not giving you a peace treaty, sunshine. Oh, hello. So we'll just auto-deploy that because we're not going to win anyway because our forces are over here somewhere. But it doesn't matter because we're going to come all over there and kill them anyway, so. So, yeah, our guys, they've just landed there. And so the Oranginas And of course Libya, who are probably still pissed with us, but you know, whatever. And you can see this area of Macedon still there. Not really a thorn in our side, the Macedonians, in any kind of serious way. Shot right at the capital. I thought there was a shot at the capital. Right, let us accuse him in private. Okay. So Macedonian populace is well motivated. Good for you boys. And girls, obviously. We'll still take Carthage at some point. And all this area here. We've still got Serene. Now, I'm tempted to send him down to there to attack that area, because then those guys are buggering off. And also, close all those event messages. These guys here, we are sending them around here. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to here.
All hands to the oars. Going ashore.
And they're going to go ashore there and then take Abora. Now, these guys at Hadasht, we'll leave that like that at the moment. I just want to keep getting the fishing stuff in there as well. Let's upgrade that and that.
At your command.
And this fine army here, let's put in some upgrades for these fellas, because we're about to send them into war, or into battle I should say. And you can see we're limited. There we go, we've done everything we can do there. So let's send these guys over to Abora, and then on the next turn they will go in and take Abora, and then they can move up and take the Scipio, and then we can move them into the center to take out that area. Those guys will land there to act as support, and then if need be we can move them down here to assist. These you lovely fellows will be attacking that area soon. They may come under attack as a result of the armies that are moving to that position. Now, up here, he says, there we go, up here, I'm thinking maybe this army. Now, if we move them across here, make them go all the way through the land, so to speak. Get them all the way to come down to Nicomedia. Then we can basically take that one and then maybe take Pergamon on our way through. And then Ephesus. But Pergamon's really the one we're after. Just so happens we are conveniently at war with the Armenians. And you can see the Armenians are starting to push up there as well, which could be a problem. So we need to keep an eye on that as well. Now, here, as you can see, let us retake Calamodunum. And it helps if we click the right button. There we go. So as you can see, Calamodunum, auto-resolve that. There's no point in them fighting it. They've got no way to respond. And we shall occupy it now. Not sure what the Athenians are doing here. Probably ask them to leave at some point. But either way, Calamodunum needs to be just dealt with. So we gotta just... Actually, no. Oh, not available for our faction. Okay. So we gotta basically demolish. So we'll demolish all that. And at least we've got a field of Mars in there. So it's going to take a bit of money to rebuild that. And then we'll send them down to deal with these guys at Iska. And as you can see, we've still got this area here to go as well. And we only really have one sort of army in this area. So we'll probably send him over to there. And then get them over to Ireland. Take them up through Scotland and then into Ireland and then deal with what's left there. Smallish army there, probably going in to reinforce them. But we shouldn't really need to worry too much about that. These guys here, obviously, battle ready and good to go. These guys moving in to take in Machamedes. And we're keeping these guys in Egypt for the moment.
At your command. Ready for orders.
So you can see these are a full-size army.
We hunger for battle.
And we can't really recruit any more at the moment. We'll get a lot of money the next round. But generally speaking, you can see they're pretty
This
pissed.
panel shows statistical information about the selected province. The right-hand section shows the elements affect.
Yes, I'm aware of that, thank you. So, you can see Alexandria there. They're not that happy, but are they ever, you know? See, they're at minus 82, but it is probably to do with the fact that there's armies, enemy armies in this area. Those terrible little sods there. But we will eventually throw them off this peninsula, which means we'll keep them a lot happier.
At your command. To battle.
No, we won't declare war against the Libyans yet. There's no purpose for that. Wait until we've dealt with the separatists, and then we'll feel like we're in a stronger position to actually do anything about it. I'm tempted to send these guys over here as well, just to add extra strength to the campaign. So I think that's what I'm going to do there. And we're going to end the turn. Right, let's find this region. So Italia's importing bread. So there's one there that we don't own all of. It's not done. Is that bread and games? Or is it... Let's go for party loyalty, I think, across the board. Just to basically improve the loyalty of all the factions. Yeah, party loyalty. Grayed out. Grayed out. Party loyalty. Another one. We probably don't have the money to do any more. Right, okay, so we've done a certain amount of edicts in certain areas. And that's bread and games. Let's do party loyalty for that one. So hopefully we can improve the situation that we have with the separatists so they don't separatist again.
Can you not attack these folk? Your bravery in this would surely be worthy of a bard's song.
Sorry fellas, I got my own problems to deal with at the moment. You're big enough and ugly enough to deal with the problem yourself. So we are currently dealing with the Armenians and the Caledonians. And obviously our own civil war. Which is, needless to say, less than fun. But eventually they'll all lose and we'll put them all to the sword. Because we're nice like that. Just one of those things. Okay, what are the Armenians up to? You know they're up to something. And here come the loyalists. And the Caledonians.
There is much merit in a treaty between...
Go away. Okay. Oh, natural causes. An increase in rank. Mission failed. Okay. Raise a fleet and arse. Rebellion imminent in Egypt. Okay. Right in the capital. Oh, right, okay, but it has not lost any influence. So why is the House of Cornelia unhappy? So we'll secure their loyalty. And we'll secure theirs. And we'll secure theirs as well. So hopefully that will deal with the issue for a short while. Now, obviously, Alexandria is pretty pissed.
Obedience to the rule of your faction is...
So I'm thinking... What have we got in Alexandria? Let's demolish that and then put in something to increase the public order. And let's take that out because that's too much squalor. Put that in. So that's no wonder they're so unhappy. So you look at that, -8, -8, -8. So we're going to demolish all of them. Just to try and improve it because of the squalor. We don't really want that situation for our fine fellows. Here also. In Memphis. Yeah, they're pretty pissed. So we're doing what we can to try and deal with that issue, but we're keeping those forces there. So they can deal with any potential rebellion. These guys need to die horribly. Thank you. You got your blood across my sword is gratefully received. Let's put in one of those to basically help improve public order and so on and so forth. And those guys can recover their numbers. We might even be able to move them up there once they've got more movement allowance. Can we recruit another? Screw it, we'll put one of those in there. But at the moment, Serene is the place to recruit troops. So that's really the good place to go when it comes to our recruitment. These guys. Let's see, can we maybe move them down here? Because what we can do is we can move these guys down here and then use them to take out some of these armies and push into here and clear out this area here and kind of push the Armenians out of Ethiopia area. These guys probably should be able to take this one next. Here. Throw them out of there. Now, these two guys still making their way over. You can see they got a few turns before they get there. They will run into this fella. Now he's at level 3. What do I have with these guys? I've got nothing with them. I got no what's his name? No champion with them, so that potentially could be a problem for me. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. In the meantime, let's get this gentleman over to here. Nice balanced stance. He's not balanced anymore. He's currently dead as a doornail. And then we'll send him to there almost immediately. So you can see that's all pretty good. Now let's have a look at the thing here. So the public order is currently 0. Predicted it will go up as a result. So that's pretty good. And then very soon we'll have them out of there. Let's get this guy landed.
Disembarking.
Come on.
It is an honor leaving the ship.
Why aren't you
Moving
leaving?
out. The sea beckons. Disembarking.
Leave it, you bloody fool. Oh, you can't because you're actually a navy, you idiot.
All hands to the oars.
Ugh, muppet. So we're just going to have that army there, working that area. Still got an enemy army here. Senate Loyalist is a small army. Probably going to be killed by the existing armies. Let's go and take this guy down here.
The settlement.
And then basically once he's done that, we're ready to move them up. Let's see. These guys, yeah, they're still all being taken care of.
Commander.
So, Armenian mages there. See, their unhappiness is going up. So I think if we murder them, that's probably part of the reason why they're not happy, because they're basically being plundered. And, you know, being plundered is not particularly fun.
Ready for battle.
You know, you just get paid and then all of a sudden somebody comes along and nicks all your cash and runs off with your women and stuff like that. I mean, it's just rude, really.
Ready for orders.
Right, let's see what this gentleman's orders will be. There we go. Let's have a look at him. I like that. Gold being stolen.
Ready for battle.
He's a greedy bastard. Okay. Yeah. So those two guys are the guys that are moving through Macedon. Past Pella. There's Parthia, who are kind of dealing with the Armenians at the same time, so we don't need to really worry about them too much. Parthian and Armenian, if they want to fight it out, let them.
Can you not attack these folk? Your bravery in this would surely be worthy of a bard's song.
Ah, screw it, we'll get 1900. We'll probably end up getting attacked by them now, but you know. Whatever. Now, let's see, what's going on here? The Athenians are up to something. Oh, here we go, crossing the water. I'm going after one of my soldiers' armies. And he's unfortunately died. What a shame. Isn't that just heartbreaking? Well, at least they're gone to Jerusalem. So it looks like the Caledonians are moving even further down towards Cornwall. What's this?
Athena inspired.
No, Knossos, I do not want to talk to you.
We are much alike, and so, by the flame, there is much sense.
No. Shut up. Getting sick of them wanting non-aggression pacts. Getting to the point where I will just attack them just to shut them up. Because, you know, that's the kind of thing you do when you run a large empire in the Eastern world. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's media atropine. And they're all going to die horribly. Kill them all. So, we've just done a bit of damage to that army. So, increasing rank, good. Rebellion. Enemy wounded, good. So here we are. Some rebellious dogs to deal with. So we'll send them down. No doubt caused by that one. So, yeah, we'll just deal with it. While we're here,
Ready for battle.
let's deal with this location. God, that's a bit of a run, isn't it? All the way around to there. And at the same time, we'll send this guy down. And there we go.
We hunger for battle.
So let's do his skills now while we still can. And also, let's upgrade him. Because then he's going to be a really good... And we got a lot of cash in the bank, so we might be able to upgrade this entire army. I'm surprised there's not a shortcut to do that, but you know, whatever. Oh no, can't upgrade that. So as you can see, level 3 armor, level 3 shields. All helps.
At your command.
There we go, and that one should make him a nice good commander there. And you can see there, temple of whatever it is, +6 food. Let's see, +3 sanitation. I like that. Let's have some latrines. We'll have somewhere to poop. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. And obviously, Ibora. Let's do that, and then we'll make it an amphora area, because then it's less sort of reducing the happiness of the general place. So he's going to move into there. We've got these guys here, and this guy's going to go for the rebels. As you can see, there's not many of them, so we're going to deal with them as quickly as we can, then take these 3 remaining cities down here while these guys hold Alexandria. We've got these guys here who are now making their way over. There we go, trying to have them side by side if we can, so I can take out Nicomedia. Meanwhile, in the depths of Cornwall,
None will escape.
we shall murder everybody there who shouldn't have tried to fight back to start with. And let's see, let's get Iska with plenty of water. Get them in with fish and all that kind of funky good stuff. We'll build another fish port at Calamodunum, and then take them up towards Scotland and the likes of this lot up here. Take them up and then take over Ireland, and then that's it. I mean, obviously, we might actually have to take a slight roundabout route there just to wipe out that army so that they don't give us any trouble and don't have a chance to recruit more people and build up their forces. These guys literally just sitting here to essentially
Set up the patrols.
okay, so they're basically just patrolling back and forth. So I'm fine with that. Now, let's see. I think it's time to end the turn, because we've done everything we can do at the moment. Of course, we've got skills. So let's do the skills of these fellows here. That one I like. I do like that authority one. Arsonist. Centurion. There we go. A zeal. We don't worry about the control province for the moment. Aha, what is going on here? Skullduggery afoot in Macedon. Yeah, definitely something going on there. Difficult to say what's going to happen, but Tours seems to have a lot of attention around it. But, you know, not much we can do about that because it's over in the German Confederation, so really not massively fast. Oh heavens, what's going on there? And we go out and we go back again. Lovely. I think basically we're just going to watch the end of this particular turn. I think that's where the call it for this episode. As you know, stuff has gone on. There has been skullduggery and foot paddery achieved so far in this episode, so not really many battles or anything like that, you know, a couple of attempts by very small armies to have a bit of a punch up, And it didn't work out well for them, as you probably noticed. The Senate loyalists still continue to push back. There we go, see? A full army of them moving into Carthage. And there is a nice section. Oh, look. A spy from Orangina come in to do us trouble.
We are not inclined
Go away. I'm going to invade those sons of...
A treaty would be an arrow.
Yeah, well, it won't happen. Those guys in Knossos are starting to piss me off. It's just constantly. Persia, any plans? Apparently not. Bribery attempt failed. Good. Orangina. Oh, right, I see. The Gatae are back. Good for them.
At your command.
Now, oh, hello. Let's upgrade all these fellows with, I believe, the level 3 armor and shields, which will give them a big advantage in battles. Rather than just literally like a piece of cardboard, you've got a proper steel door equivalent, you know.
At your command.
It'll be helpful, that's for sure. So, if we look here, we send that guy to take the rebels. And of course they run away. And they all die horribly. And are all put to death. In best Spartacus tradition. Nail them to a bit of wood and let them have done. We've got these guys here. They're going to take probably maybe another turn. Yeah, another turn to get into there. This area here, we do need to deal with. But at the moment, we have no armies in that area. But we could potentially build up another army in Cyrene. But at the moment, we don't really have the money to do that as of yet. So Cyrene will be our opportunity to reinstate a legacy and then move armies down here from there to take that point there, while we'll have other armies available. Now, this army here has done fine work so far. Still has one task ahead of it. And that's to pay a visit to Numantia. So I reckon in two or three turns it'll be there. And then we can wipe those guys out in the what vestiges remain of Spain. These guys can stop the raiding of those guys right on the edge. Although we've got to watch out for these Caledonian forces coming down to Calamodunum. We've got some Athenians in the area. Not many. They're probably freezing their arse off, but you know. We didn't ask them to come here, so you know. Whatever. Now,
We hunger for battle.
both these guys here.
Is that all?
Let's see, can we get one there
Commander,
and one there?
the way is blocked. We hunger. Let them cower before Rome.
There we go. Let's do it. Don't know why that became a boat one.
Reporting.
And there you have it. An increase in rank.
For battle. On the move.
And now we have Nicomedia. So let's demolish Nicomedia. And put everything back to normal. And the good thing is we can then use Nicomedia as a push onto Pergamon. And other things around there. We obviously have to be careful of this large amount of armies. But then maybe the Macedonians will act as a bit of a block for us in that regard. I mean, I'd like to bring this army round here, but it's an awful long sail. Screw it, let's do it. But I can't really do it as a speed paddle, because I don't want them to get ambushed and then lose them all. But it would be nice to have that navy over there. And they'll clear up some of this map and some of this area here as well. So that can only be a good thing as far as we're concerned.
Ready for battle.
Still waiting for the end of the turn for that one.
We hunger for battle.
These guys can be upgraded. Yeah, Praetorians with level 3 shields. Very, very nasty. Very nasty indeed. So, we've obviously still got those areas there. 1, 2, 3 encampments of the enemy. And then we've got this area here, which is our new conquest of Nicomedia. And at the moment, we're not really going to change these guys. We're going to keep them here. Let these guys recover their numbers some. Maybe use that army to take out Pergamon. But then at least we've got 2 armies in that peninsular area that we can use. And we seem to have run a little bit long here. I do apologise. Got caught up in the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.